Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the academic procession.
Please be seated. Good afternoon, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 2022 Commencement Ceremony for the degree recipients of bachelor's degree conducted by University at Buffalo, the State University of New York, in partnership with Singapore Institute of Management. To begin the ceremony, it's my privilege to introduce distinguished members of our platform party. Starting from the extreme left side of the stage, second row we have Ms. Hei Ling Kei, Director, Higher Education, SIM. And Dr. McKelvey, Resident Director, SIM UB Programs, University at Buffalo. At your extreme left-hand side of the stage, first row, we have Professor Alexandros Anas, Chair, Department of Economics, University at Buffalo. Professor Mark Frank, Department of Communication, University at Buffalo. Professor Nalan Suresh, Distinguished Professor, School of Management, University at Buffalo. Dr. Timothy Chan, Vice Provost of SIM. And Professor Satish Tripathi, President, University at Buffalo. At your extreme right, second row, we have Mr. Lim Kwang Ming, Director, Academic Partner Development and Management, SIM. Ms. Candace Pogoda, Assistant Resident Director, SIM UB Programs, University at Buffalo. At your extreme right, first row, we have Mr. Joseph Hindrawan, Associate Vice Provost for Overseas Programs and Partnership, University at Buffalo. Professor Deborah Street, Professor, Department of Sociology, University at Buffalo. Professor Nojing Kwak, Vice Provost for International Education, University at Buffalo. And Professor Wei Kok Kee, Provost of SIM. I would now like to invite Professor Wei Kok Kee, Provost of SIM, to deliver welcome address. Professor Wei, please.
Professor Satish Tripathi, President, University at Buffalo, the State University of New York. Distinguished guests, graduates, ladies and gentlemen, a very warm welcome to the SIM University at Buffalo, the State University of New York, Commencement 2022. We have not been able to conduct any physical graduation ceremony in recent years in light of COVID-19 and its required safe distancing measure. I'm therefore very pleased to be able to welcome all of you to a physical graduation ceremony once again. To our graduates, congratulations on one of your key achievements in life. We are all proud of you, as I'm sure your parents and loved ones who have motivated and encouraged you during your education journey feel the same way too. This is a significant milestone. So if you are attending this ceremony with them, do take a moment to thank them for their unwavering support. We are proud to announce that this year marks the 18 years of successful partnership between SIM, Global Education, and the University at Buffalo. The very sole foundation built between both SIM and UB is based on the mutual goal of preparing highly qualified graduates for exciting careers to meet the need of Industrial 4.0. With today's graduations, we all have officially benefited more than 6,000 SIM UB alumni, a huge progress from the 50 students we had in our first intake. Today, we also offer a total of 28 programs with UB, ranging across areas such as communication, economics, psychology, to business administration, sociology, international trade, and geographic information science, which were introduced with the mindset of equipping our students with the knowledge and skill they need for the future of work. Graduates, I hope you feel pleased knowing that you'll be graduating from a university that has produced a wide number of work-ready talent who have gone on to make a name for themselves. Some of our graduates have found jobs ranging from environmental consultants and software developers to solution engineers, business and integration arch analysts in well-known organizations. This is not surprising given UB's enterprising spirit and forward-thinking mindset to have strong engagement with many but relevant industry. Through rigorous curriculum and a robust education system set in place by both SIM and UB, our graduates have consistently done well in their examinations. Through determination and diligence, our students have set new records annually. In this cohort, I would like to highlight that 330 of you who will be graduating today with Nadine honors. Your stellar achievement speaks volume in setting a standard for future intakes in time to come. Congratulations. To our graduates, where the road ahead can be challenging, we strongly believe that this commencement ceremony signals what will be the start of wonderful things to come. There is no doubt that there will be ample opportunity to be seized when we remain steadfast and resolute as companies around the world adapt to tackle the challenges that lies ahead. One thing is for sure, we must embrace the journey ahead with learning. In order to stay ahead of the learning curve, amidst the background of an ever-challenging business environment. To drive amidst uncertain times, you should know that learning must never stop. I urge you to consider and constantly upskill, upgrade, and embrace as many learning as possible to ensure that you possess the skill necessary to succeed in our rapidly changing business environment. With digitization now at the forefront in most organizations, having a multifaceted, multidisciplinary skill set is imperative in staying ahead of the learning curve. More than 2 years ago, SIM began developing partnerships with industry leaders to complement the education of our graduates and students with relevant industry skills. We trust that this will not only help further enhance an individual's skill set, but also contribute substantially to the development of a robust talent base for the future of our workforce. For example, since the launch of the Geographic Information Science program in 2019, SIM has developed close relationship with the GeoWorks, also known as Southeast Asia First Geospatial Industrial Center. Through the years, our GIS students have gotten many learning opportunities through participating in GeoWorks conferences, as young challenge forums and competitions. This would have allowed participants to pick up relevant knowledge and insights about the industry. SIM will continue to ensure that more partnerships will be made to benefit students and alumni alike. In doing so, we hope to continue being your lifelong learning partners and be that constant support in your career growth. In the meantime, as our graduates, you can access our SIM alumni grant to take up selected SIM postgraduate programs. You can contact our LACC, Learner Advisory and Career Center, to get advice on what courses are relevant for you. No matter the route you choose to take post-graduations, SIM will always have a place for you to support your lifelong learning journeys with a string of programs and courses. Along with continuing learning programs, we constantly strive to bring out the best in you by helping you fortifying your skill sets. I'm sure that with more learning and knowledge attained, you will be more valued by potential employers. Where needed, consider seeking employment through short-term positions or internship to develop your professional appetites and skill, strengthen personal characteristics, and open new doors to new opportunity. With that said, may your years ahead continue to be characterized by curiosity to learn, eagerness to succeed, and willingness to take risks. Stay in touch with SIM and UB, and in return, we hope to continue being a part of your learning journeys. It has been a privilege watching your progress, and we wish you all the best that you deserve. Congratulations once again. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Wei. I now invite Professor Satish Tripathi, President of the University at Buffalo, to deliver the commencement address.
Greetings, good afternoon, everyone. I'm deeply honored to participate in this year's commencement ceremony to recognize our graduates of UB Singapore Institute of Management. Likewise, I'm delighted to be back at SIM after 3 long years. It is so wonderful to be together in person with all of you. The pandemic has certainly tested us on many fronts, and yet, thanks in large part to our unwavering commitment and innovative spirit of our UB SIM leadership, faculty, and staff, we have continued to provide a transformative education to our students, including the outstanding graduates we recognize today. Please allow me to extend our heartfelt appreciation to SIM President and CEO Shia Chin Seong, SIM Provost Wei Kwa Ki, and SIM Vice Provost Timothy Chan for their exceptional leadership during trying times. I would also like to thank President Seong, Provost Ki, Vice Provost Chan, and the entire SIM community for warmly welcoming our delegation from Buffalo. In turn, I would like to welcome all the family members and friends joining us today. We appreciate you being with us to recognize your loved one at this major milestone. Like you, we're very proud of your graduate. And so in that spirit of UB SIM pride, I invite you to join me in a round of applause for our UB SIM class of 2022. Congratulations, graduates. I can tell that you are eager to cross the stage today. But before you do, I have one request of you. I ask that you pause to consider how far you have come and all that you have overcome to arrive at this point. Perhaps you will take into account the challenges you encountered while mastering a given subject, the adaptation you made during the pandemic, the lessons you learned in your field and about yourself. What I hope you surmise is that your UB journey and your success are cause for great celebration. And yet, as informed, engaged citizens, it may be hard to reconcile your happiness and your sense of accomplishment with the turmoil you see in the world today. There is no way to sugarcoat it. We are living in a precarious times of war and suffering, of a persistent pandemic and other threats to public health, of imperiled oceans, skies, and entire species. So much of this strife is rooted in our own failure. Our failure to see the humanity in one another, our failure to compromise, our failure to put the greater good ahead of personal gain. Mind you, I do not catalog these shortcomings to dampen your spirit on this joyous day. In fact, my goal is the opposite. What I want to impress on you today is one simple fact. Your UB education has primed you for this moment. Through your disciplinary expertise, you have refined your reasoning capabilities and sharpened your intellect. You have sought out diverse opinions so you understand the world from multiple perspectives. You have created innovative projects and collaborated on impactful solutions to pressing problems. We know that education has meaning when our graduates emerge from UB with the qualities to create transformative change for a complex world. However, to succeed in this endeavor, I believe that humility must be your constant companion. Author Manling Lenguel described humanity as, and I quote, throwing oneself away in complete concentration to something or someone else, end of quote. With humility, you appreciate that there is always more to learn. The humble person recognizes the difference between knowledge and wisdom, a distinction that American physician and poet Oliver Wendell Holmes made most eloquently. It is the province of knowledge to speak, he wrote, and it is the privilege of wisdom to listen. Graduates, if we have done our job at UBSIM, you have the knowledge, wisdom, and humility to positively impact the world. I greatly look forward to seeing you do just that. Once again, congratulations to UBSIM class of 2022.
Thank you, President Tripathi. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like now to invite Professor Nojin Kwak, Vice Provost for International Education, University at Buffalo, to deliver the congratulatory message on behalf of the School of Management.
Good afternoon. Class of 2022, you did it. Wow. Congratulations. We are so proud of you. I'd like to welcome parents, grandparents, families, neighbors, and friends of our graduates. Each of you has done so much to make this day possible. Let's give them a well-deserved round of applause. At this time, let me take a moment to recognize our wonderful colleagues at SIM and UBSIM who spent many days and months preparing for today's ceremony in ways big and small. In particular, I want to recognize and thank UBSIM Resident Director Kevin McKelvey, Assistant Director Candice Pagoda, Academic Advisor Winnie Chen and Susan Lau, who I know are absolutely committed and dedicated to the success of each of you. Thank you. At the University of Buffalo, we are exceptionally proud of the accomplishments of our students and graduates. In particular, on behalf of the UB School of Management, I'd like to extend congratulations to those who graduated with a degree in business administration. Well done, well done, well done, all of you, future CFOs, COOs, and CEOs. Congratulations. Class of 2022, after several years of hard work, you are now graduating. Think about yourself when you started, and think about yourself now. Your college journey in between, I'm very certain, that has definitely made you become more mature, more responsible, and more capable young adults. In fact, this pursuit of betterment will continue. We all try to improve our performance in various facets of our lives, whether it is about studying a subject, at work, in our interactions with other people, when playing sports or video games, when singing or dancing, among many others. How can it get better today than yesterday, and better tomorrow than today? I want to share one magic answer to that question, which comes from social cognitive theory. The theory asks that very question: how can we reach the next level, whether it's about enhancing critical skills, acquiring important behaviors, or mastering challenging performance, like hitting high note when you're singing. So what's the magic answer? It is you believing in yourself. As some of you may know, it's the concept of self-efficacy. Self-efficacy is to believe in yourself that you will ace a particular behavior even before you try that out. You trust yourself. You encourage yourself. You are proud of yourself. You even love yourself, and you become your best cheerleader. Research has shown that people with high self-efficacy are more likely to succeed in life than those who doubt their abilities and skills. If you believe in you, you are more likely to achieve something that at first appears impossible. In particular, if you are in the midst of a difficult moment, when things aren't going well, you don't need to be your worst critic. You don't need to be hard on you. You want to be that person who lifts you up. I think it's important to be intentional about believing in yourself. So here is a proposal. Every morning, you look at yourself in the mirror and tell that person in the mirror that you are handsome and beautiful. You are awesome. And don't worry, you can do anything. In fact, this is a routine that I do sometimes. Here's a tip. This routine works perfect if you do it in the morning, just after taking a shower, when your hair is still wet. Try it. And once in a while, if you happen to meet your friends and others who doubt themselves, your parents or grandparents, tell them that they are awesome, they are beautiful, and there's nothing they cannot achieve. Graduation marks a recognition and celebration of obtaining your hard-earned degree. I talked to several of your professors and advisors and asked about you. What I heard was as follows: you are motivated, smart, stars, hardworking, respectful, know how to party, great writers, thinkers, and leaders. by any measure, your past years at UBSIM were amazing and great success. The past, honestly, the best. But you know what? Your best is still yet to come. What comes next? As any member of the Army, if you are here, knows, your best is yet to come. Your moment is yet to come. Be prepared and want it and grab it. All of us at UB will cheer for you. Congratulations.
Thank you, Vice Provost Kwang. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like now to invite Professor Nojin Kwang to begin the conferral ceremony for the graduates of the Bachelor of Science in Business Administration degree.
Baccalaureate degrees authorized by the State University of New York Board of Trustees will now be conferred. Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Business Administration degree please stand and remain at their seats? President Tripathi, on behalf of the faculty of the university, I have the honor of recognizing these candidates. They have met all the requirements of the university and are recommended to you by the faculty for the Bachelor of Science in Business Administration degree.
By the authority of the trustees and the Chancellor of the State University of New York and the Council and the faculty of the University at Buffalo, I now confer upon you the Bachelor of Science in Business Administration degree with all the rights and privileges thereto pertaining. You may now move your tassels from the right to the left. Congratulations. Graduates will now be presented by Associate Vice Provost Hinderwan. Please be seated.
President Tripathi, I will now present to you the graduate upon whom you have conferred the degree of Bachelor of Science in Business Administration. Jia Si Jie, Jordan. Clara Choi Shimin. Dennis Lim Ji Lin. Lisa Heng Ji Min. Mei Tue Tue Kain. Nivita Raviradaran. Ross Michael Gomez. Sia Sin Yong Phobe. Tan Kai Keith. Wilda William Ong. Anya Sanjay Kumar Kotari. Jong Teng Yu. Go Pei Ling, Ho Chien Yu Lydia, Isaac Lim Jie Ming, Joyce Tan Si Eun, Lee Fang Ting Charlotte, Lee Keng Chong, Lee Jing Hao Jermaine Joy, Lim Chia Rong Elvin, Leonard O Suy Tin, Natalie Lee Minler, Natalie Yang, Sim Ching Mei, Tan Hui Chen Glenn Anthony, Tamana Tariq, Wei Jiaqi, Wong Zhonghui Russell, Amelinda, Zhang Jingyi, Danua Jorawar Singh, Erika Irawan, Go Wei Peng Sherwin, Jesserine Priscilla Joshua, Olivia Angelina Hu, Renee Yo Chelsea, S. Sivavinkas, Tay Sing Ning Kaylin, Timothy Zhang Yu Hong, Valence Matthew Zihao, Hamunanta Rao Auravin, Joshua Victor Chua Yan Cheng, Lu Li Yan, Mikhail Chang Yong Chia Alif Abdullah, Nadia Chang Yong Chi Alif Abdullah, Queenie Lim Yi Xuan, Samuel Ong Kai Lee, Sebastian Lu Xing Fu, So Si Ying, Yao Kai Ling, Thank you, President Tripathi. This concludes my presentation of the recipient of the Bachelor of Science in Business Administration degree. Let us give a round of applause to the graduates who have just been presented.
Ladies and gentlemen, we would now like to invite valedictorian of the Bachelor of Science in Business Administration class of 2022, Mr. Wong Jinghui Russell, to offer some remarks.
Thank you. Professor Satish Tripathi, President, University at Buffalo, the State University of New York. Professor Wei Kwok Ki, Provost, SIM. Distinguished guests, fellow graduates, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. It is a tremendous honor to be standing in front of each and every one of you here today as we rejoice on the most anticipated day in our university journey. As we hold the ticket to the future in our hands, what lies ahead hereafter may seem daunting, diving into a void of ambiguity. But let's try to remain positive. We came into SIMUB with aspirations and fleeting expectations. But let us try. When I came into university after national service, I had doubts about myself doing well, as it has been 2 years since I dabbled with academia. But I tried either way. I remember stepping into ENG 105, which, as you all recall, was one of the first courses here. And I was surprised to find that we have more to learn about the English language than we already knew. When we graduated from our previous academic institutions, we told ourselves that in university, we will try to do better. When the COVID-19 pandemic hit, school curriculum and activities were disrupted. Everything went remote. Who would have expected courses as complicated as MGO 403 to be conducted from home through online platforms? It was an anomalistic and unprecedented situation, but we tried to adapt. As of now, you would have heard me mention the word try several times. But did that truly get us anywhere? Maybe one foot in. No, we must constantly tell ourselves that we will make it. And that single shift in mindset will forge a paramount of difference in our lives. We will graduate. We will adapt to the limitations of the pandemic that has brought upon us and the rest of the world, and we will make the best of it. We will find a job and a house before our parents decide to kick us out. And that's what we should always tell ourselves, because sometimes others may tell you otherwise. But I implore you all to remember, that is just noise. You are the only one in this world who can dictate and fulfill your own destiny. Yes, the future is uncertain, terrifying that we are staring into the unknown. But that will not deter us. Because take today, for example, when we embarked on our academic journey in SIMUB, this day seemed so obscure. But today, ladies and gentlemen of class 2022, I can proudly stand here and say this to all of you. Despite the uncertainties, despite the doubts, and despite the pandemic, we did it. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Wong. It's my pleasure to invite Vice Provost Kwok to present the SIM UB Award for Academic Excellence in the Bachelor of Science in Business Administration degree. This award is presented to the student who has demonstrated academic excellence in the program. The winner of SIM UB Award for Academic Excellence in the Bachelor of Science in Business Administration degree is Mr. Ross Michael Gomez. Thank you, Vice Provost Kwok, for giving away the award. Ladies and gentlemen, I would now like to invite Professor Deborah Street, Professor, Department of Sociology, University at Buffalo, to deliver the congratulatory message on behalf of College of Arts and Science.
Greetings to the esteemed platform party, family and friends in the audience, and most especially the people who are marking their graduation from the State University of New York at Buffalo today. I am so pleased to be here with colleagues and students in Singapore, and I speak on behalf of Dean Robin Schulze, the Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences of the State University of New York at Buffalo, who was unable to travel to Singapore for this celebration. Her misfortune is my good luck. I am always delighted to have a chance to interact with my students. I convey Dean Schulze's heartfelt congratulations to the UB graduates and their families and friends. You certainly have benefited from the dedicated faculty and staff who have served as your teachers and mentors while you pursued your degrees. And while our graduates are definitely the brightest stars today, I am reminded that none of us accomplishes much alone. So today is a time to recall the quiet heroes, your families, friends, and fellow students who helped pave your way to success. Our commencement ceremony marks a special milestone. You hear pomp and circumstance being played as we march into the auditorium. There's music, there's robes, and the occasion is a serious one. Let me encourage each of you to relish the moment. Let it sink in. Savor the experience. Today's College of Arts and Sciences graduates have studied geographic information science, economics, and communication. Similar to their US-based counterparts, our UB students in Singapore have pursued double majors and even double degrees. They've participated in student-led clubs and studied abroad. Your pursuit of knowledge and experience will be of immense value to humankind as we seek to understand one another and our respective cultures and values better. It is no exaggeration to say that today's circumstances, with geopolitical uncertainty, a global pandemic, and a planet under threat due to climate change, makes the knowledge, skills, talent, and adaptability you acquired as an undergraduate at the University at Buffalo absolutely essential ingredients for a healthy and sustainable future. Commencement is a predictably important moment for UB students and their families and friends. But who could have predicted several years ago, when today's graduates first embarked on their learning adventure at UB, how varied, how unexpected, and sometimes confusing the path forward would be during a global pandemic. Today's graduates have certainly encountered some unexpected bumps in the road, yet they didn't give up, they persisted. Whether UB graduates fully realize it today or not, you have already proved to yourselves that there is not a single path forward. Rather, there are many possible paths and forks in the road that can all lead to outcomes that you care about and are proud of. The challenges of enduring disruption, learning online, and then thriving despite encountering the unexpected all work together to make you stronger and your accomplishments all the sweeter. Today really is a day of celebration as we reflect on the accomplishments of our graduates and wish them well in the next phases of their lives. Even in a time of global uncertainty, this milestone of graduation signals that you are moving from one endeavor to the next. So what is next? I'm sure you feel great pride in graduating, but I'm equally sure that you feel a little bit of anxiety. Don't worry too much about that. That mix of excitement and uncertainty is indeed a universal feeling for university undergraduates. After all, it seems like now we're expecting you to do everything, everywhere, all at once. It is stepping through the next doors that you're going to open that will help you realize how well your UB accomplishments will serve you going forward. Your studies will give you the confidence to embark on meaningful careers, to follow your life choices, to learn more, and even to change your minds. While it is true that today's graduates will inevitably experience setbacks, that's okay. They will rise to the unexpected, not just with anxiety, but also confidence that applying the knowledge and skills they have gained at UB will serve them well in that multiverse of personal paths, passions, professions, and enterprises. I have a little confession to make. I have fallen in love with Singapore and Singaporeans, and especially our students. I began coming here regularly in 2009, and when I looked at my Amazon account this morning, I saw that I'd purchased a book by Lee Kuan Yew in August 2009 to help me prepare for my first semester of teaching here. Lee wrote proudly of Singapore moving from third world to first in a remarkably short period of time. Yes, he surely was an effective nation builder. But we need to remember also that he didn't do it alone. He did it with others. That building also came out of the sacrifices and hard work of the people who came before and care about our UB graduates, the grandparents and parents who have built this amazing country. So you might wonder, once a country like Singapore is first, what is left for you to accomplish? Well, as world events are teaching us, there is still plenty for you graduates to do. You have a strong foundation to build on, and to their credits, preceding generations have already solved nearly all of the easy problems. So what remains for you to do is to work together to fix the wicked problems, the ones that remain, to rise to the challenges that have so far been unmet. You may not fully realize it yet, but your training at UB will help you. It will help you keep open minds, a thirst to learn more, and fuel your boundless creativity to take on many challenges. The knowledge and skills you have gained as university graduates can be applied to making your country, and by extension the world, an even better place. As complicated as your futures will be, here is some very simple advice about how to meet the challenges of it. Work hard. But don't forget to play hard too. Don't forget the importance of leisure and fun to fully experience your humanity. Be nice to people. Treat your family and strangers as kindly and thoughtfully as you treat your friends. Practice kindness. When you have any chance at all to make the choice to be kind, it is never, ever wrong. Believe in yourselves, and that by working together, you can make the world a better place in the future. I would be remiss if I did not extend a warm invitation to our graduates today to consider coming to the home campus in Buffalo to pursue post-baccalaureate degrees. We, of course, do not offer equatorial weather, But we do offer 4 lovely seasons and a broad array of disciplines and subjects to build upon your work here at UBSIM. And I promise that if you do come and join us in Buffalo, you will find an even more impressive array of engaged teachers and mentors who want to help you meet your goals. And I would also be remiss today if I did not try to convey to you just how honored I and my colleagues are to have been a small part of your learning journey. Congratulations on your commencement and best wishes for continued academic and professional success as you embark on the everything, everywhere, all of it that's coming at you. We simply cannot wait to see all of the wonderful things that UB graduates will accomplish. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Street. Ladies and gentlemen, I would now like to invite Professor Street to begin a conferral ceremony for the graduates of Bachelor of Science in Geographic Information Science and Bachelor of Arts in Economics and Communication degree.
Baccalaureate degrees authorized by the State University of New York Board of Trustees will now be conferred. Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Geographic Information Science and Bachelor of Arts in Economics and Communication degree please stand and remain at their seats? President Tripathi, on behalf of the faculty of the university, I have the honor of recognizing these candidates. They have met all the requirements of the university and are recommended to you by the faculty for the Bachelor of Science in Geographic Information Science and Bachelor of Arts in Economics and Communication degrees.
By the authority of the trustees and the Chancellor of the State University of New York and the Council and the faculty of the University at Buffalo, I now confer upon you the Bachelor of Science in Geographic Information Science and Bachelor of Arts in Economics and Communication degrees with all the rights and privileges thereto pertaining. You may now move your tassels from the right to the left. Congratulations. The graduates will now be presented by Associate Vice Provost Hinderwan. Please be seated.
That's the problem. The crit has some issue now. President Tripathi, I will now present to you the graduates upon whom you have conferred the degree of Bachelor of Science in Geographic Information Science. Lim Eun Hui Glenn. Ji Moon Yi. Agao Jie Chi. Jericho Wee Kim. Australia, Lika Diana Bala. Tommy Chua Si Eun. Thank you, President Tripathi. This concludes my presentation of the recipients of the Bachelor of Science in Geographic Information Science degree. Let us give a round of applause to the graduates who have just been presented.
Ladies and gentlemen, we would now like to invite valedictorian of the Bachelor of Science in Geographic Information Science class of 2022, Mr. Lim Ng Ray Glenn, to offer some remarks.
Thank you. Professor Satish Tripathi, President of University at Buffalo, the State University of New York. Professor Wei Kwok Ki, Provost of SIM, distinguished guests, fellow graduates, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. My name is Glenn, and it is with absolute honor to have been appointed as valedictorian for the study of GIS, and that I'm able to address my classmates and everyone who has come to support us on this great accomplishment. I promise I will keep it short. My short speech today will revolve around two groups of people: the people around you and yourself. Like many of you, standing here today evokes a bittersweet emotion within me. It has been 20, if not more, years of formal education. Ever since we were 6, we were taught, nurtured, and guided by not just the educators within the institutions, but also through the interactions that we held among our closest friends, and even the ones that we never really liked. These interactions are what has molded us to who we are today. That's right, we wouldn't be who we are today if it wasn't for that one kid we couldn't really get along well with. Hold and cherish these people that have guided you thus far. Some may stay around, others won't, and a handful we might never wish to see again. Most of us, to this day, have never gotten around to truly appreciating and cherishing this form of guidance. As we step out of this hall today, we will find ourselves within the metaphorical tall grass, where the hand of guidance will no longer reach out to us and show us the way. Instead, we will have to keep our ears perked, eyes peeled, and reach out to this guidance. We have to be open-minded and reach out to others in this big, big world. They will be the ones who will continue nudging us in different directions that will eventually lead us where we want to be. Amidst all of this, we must not forget about ourselves. With our lives being intertwined with so many others, we often put our inner voices on mute just to be accountable to the people around us. By doing so, we stop ourselves from listening to what we really need. Most times, it's not about our next big-ticket purchase, nor is it a good performance review at work. Most times, it happens to be a day by ourselves, doing simple things like going for a walk under the sun, or getting a coffee and penning down our passing thoughts within the week. Most times, what we need are just small, everyday things that reminds us we are still us. So, as we all step into our next phase of our lives, let us all not forget to unmute ourselves and speak up to the people around us, old and new, and in reminding ourselves as individuals who we really are. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Lim. Ladies and gentlemen, I would now like to invite Associate Vice Provost Hindrawan to present the graduates.
President Tripathi, I will now present to you the graduate upon whom you have conferred the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Economics. Jonathan Lim Chang Yi. Wei Wei Shun Ma. Simus Cheng Wei Kang. Brian Tan Wei Ran. Go Yi Wen. Wang Si Ying. Leon Sajan. Tan Hui Ming Clarissa. Thank you, President Tripathi. This concludes my presentation of the recipient of the Bachelor of Arts in Economics degree. Let's give a round of applause to the graduate who have just been presented.
Ladies and gentlemen, we would now like to invite valedictorian of the Bachelor of Arts in Economics class of 2022, Mr. Wee Wei Shin Mark, to offer some remarks.
Professor Satish Tripathi, University at Buffalo, State University of New York, Professor Wei Kwok Ki, Provost SIM, distinguished guests, fellow graduates, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I am honored to be representing this year's class of graduating students to share a few words on our journey so far. The past few years have been an unprecedented times for the most of us, be it COVID-19, forgetting to unmute yourself on Zoom, or transitioning back to face-to-face classes. Our journey so far has had no shortage of surprises and obstacles, but let us take heart that despite all these hurdles being thrown our way, we have overcome them and reached the finishing line. For myself, reaching this finishing line was made possible with the people that I've met along the way. I was fortunate enough to have met seniors who were gracious with their time and unwavering with their support and guidance. I met lecturers who were generous in their sharing of their knowledge and imparting their advice, and also friends who would motivate each other to turn up for tutorials on time, because we knew that Professor Sandeep would be bringing us a pop quiz. Having said that, I would like to take this opportunity to extend my gratitude to the following groups of people. I would like to thank the SIM-UB staff for creating a conducive and flexible environment for the students to discover their interests and also work towards their aspirations. My friends from the Supper Club, my girlfriend Anne, who has been supporting me since the first semester, and lastly, my family, who have been supporting me spiritually and financially since day one. My family who believed in me even when I continued to stumble. And their belief was what gave me this opportunity to start afresh, and now they are entitled to claim the returns on their investment. For my peers who have been working while going through university, take heart that your hard work has now come to fruition. For those who are first-generation university graduates, take heart of this incredible milestone. Next, for those who feel that they are not yet where they want to be in terms of goals or aspirations, take heart that the skills learned from UB and the relationships forged along the way would help us get closer to it. Let us not discount the fact that we are now official graduates of SIM-UB and be proud of how far we have come. After today, many of us will be taking different paths from our peers that have been an integral part of our lives for the past few years. From the days spent studying in school together to the nights spent trying to rush assignment deadlines. Let us remember the times we had debating on what to have for lunch, lamenting on whether we made the right choice for our majors, and indulging in gossip. Let us continue to stay in touch and be proud of being SIM-UB graduates. Let us be as proud as we are when we flash our student cards to get student discounts. Class of 2022, as our chapter in SIM-UB comes to an end, let us embrace what awaits us in the next chapter of our lives and continue to work towards our dreams. Let us continue to face the challenges and adversities that we have done so well in the past and be a source for inspiration for our juniors too. Class of 2022, here's to the boundless opportunities that awaits us. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Wee. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like now to invite Associate Vice Provost Hindrawan to present the graduates.
President Tripathi, I will now present to you the graduates upon whom you have conferred the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Communication. Amanda Lo Xiu Lee. Ji Mun Lee Cheryl. Denise Chen Jiao Yi. Genevieve Maria Go Hui Tian. Glenn Wong Chen Yi. Hu Hoi Kai. Gerard Ang Wei Jie. Jiang Jing. Joel Wong. Lam Chen Swan, Georgia. Lee Ka-ming Amanda. Lim Dao An. Natalie Chan Zi Xin. Nur Laila binti Sai Osman. Ong Sophia. Stella Christiana Halim. Tanya Ute Pendaris. Urai Raksa Sarapon. Wang Eng Hui Jamie. Aimia Miato. Bu Hui San. Shaman Andrea Sim. Chloe Tan Yan Yin. Gabriela. Gabriel Ho. Guo Yu Bo. Joel Yang Jun Chie. Josephine Ko Si Hui. Joshua Lee Jun Kit. Khan Pei Wen. Kenneth Lim Chuen Wei. Kong Chi Yi. Lee Racy Antia Ann, Madeline Gan Ruyen, Ng Sing Ching, Ng Siok Cheong Ma, Nicole Wee Jing Yi, Jian Ching Yi, Sriman Sahana Ratham, Tan Hui Yi Varari, Tan Hui Tin, Thi Chia Wen Trisha, Teo Chia Ming Natalie, Tham Yi Ting, Tian Sian Di Sandy, Wang Wen Yang Thaddeus, Xavier Chen Seng Song, Anya Ng Cheng Moon, Angela Marici Sulistiani, Ashley Ng Ching Ting, Athena Lee Yun, Baek Yang Jun, Brandon Go Jun Hui, Celeste Ziming, Shalingo Su Ning, Chiu Yi Xuan Ray, Chloe Quack Tian Yi, Chua Ki Ting, Chua Su Yi Jane, Dennis Si Chia Chun, Ek Xia Fang Joanne, Fatih Nurdiana binti Kadir, Jasmine Chi, Lim Chi Yi, Lo Su Ling, Lucas Go Wen Chia, Madeline Yo Chiu Gyok, Marcus Tan Zihao, Maxine Tan Mei Sin, Michiko Pang Yun Xuan, Moinisi Raj, Nurhane binti Kamalai, Ong Si Yin, Pong Nguyen Minh Ang, Roseanne Go Su Ming, Su Wei Seng, Tan Hui Yi Clarice, Tanisha Chandrasekaran, Timothy Paul Kwan Chi, Valerie Ray Wong, Ye Jie Ling, Alisa Doli Mulani, Chen Wen-ya, Amelia Chang Li Ling, Eva Santioso, Felicia Ko Sing Ru, Fremoncio Wei Zhen, Jane Harsi Tansukau, Joey Ko Sing Chi, Lim Yang Sin, M. Darsaini, Martinez Mari Emmanuel Auset, Matilda Teo Kai Sin, Mei Wong Min Tin, Muhammad Iqmal bin Slamat, Nikki Yao Ching Ying, Nurul Sabrina binti Ahmad Nufit, Ong Ching Ching Yunus, Ravi Pratana Sai, Thank you, President Tripathi. This concludes my presentation of the recipient of the Bachelor of Arts in Communication degree. Let us give a round of applause to the graduate who has just been presented.
Ladies and gentlemen, we would now like to invite valedictorian of the Bachelor of Arts in Communication class of 2022, Ms. Urara Sang Sarapong, to offer some remarks.
Thank you. Professor Satish Tripathi, President, University at Buffalo, the State University of New York, Professor Wei Kwok Kui, Provost, SIM, distinguished guests, fellow graduates, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. When I first joined communication and chose as it's my major, I was very, very scared because communication is such a broad field of study that I wasn't sure what exactly I wanted to do with this degree. And even until now, if any of you still feel the same way, I'm here to assure you that it's completely all right. Because as humans, we have this tendency to get super anxious when we're faced with uncertainty situations, aka uncertainty reduction theory. See, we've learned countless of communication theory that unconsciously we start developing several set of skills that can also be applied to other study fields. While drafting out this script, it is when I started to realize, oh, it is this broadness of our program that really allow us the flexibility to jump from industry to industry. I would like to extend my deepest gratitude to all UB professors who have passionately guided and supported us in our academic journey. I would also like to thank our parents for believing in us since day one, believing in us even when we doubted our own abilities. Thank you for consistently pushing us to be the best version of ourselves. And last and most importantly, as cliche as it sounds, I would like us all to thank ourselves. Give yourself some credit, because you really would not be this far in life without your own mental support. Throughout all these years, we've all faced several mental wars and situations where we had to step out of our comfort zone. And without all of these pillars of strength, including that of yourself, you really would not be where you are in life right now. Our batch was lucky enough to be able to bond before COVID hit. We bonded through freshman orientation camp, group assignment in class, and we even bonded by holding conversations regarding how we, comms major, have to take classes like nutrition. Okay, but for real, I actually did enjoy the class, although initially I also questioned the relevancy of the course. Each of us here have had our own unique experiences in SIM, a combination of good time, bad time, time of last-minute studying, and of course, time of friendship, where we just feel so lucky to have these people around us. So graduation marks the end of yet another extraordinary chapter in our lives, and with this chapter coming to an end, I'm sure many of us are already anxious about starting the next one, because unlike Netflix series, we can't just skip through the episode of life to see how long the next one is going to be. So when you leave here today, be proud, celebrate what you've accomplished, and be an inspiration to others. Congratulations, class of 2022.
Thank you, Ms. Urara Sang. We shall now present awards to individual graduates who have excelled in their studies. It's now my pleasure to invite Professor Street to present the SIM UB Awards for Academic Excellence in the Bachelor of Science in Geographic Information Science and Bachelor of Arts in Economics and Communication degree. These awards are presented to the students who have demonstrated academic excellence in the program. The winner of SIM UB Award for Academic Excellence in the Bachelor of Science in Geographic Information Science degree is Mr. Lim Ng Ray Glenn. The winner of SIM UB Award for Academic Excellence in the Bachelor of Arts in Economics degree is Mr. Wee Wei Shin Mark. The winner of SIM UUB Award for Academic Excellence in the Bachelor of Arts in Communication degree is Mr. Joel Wong. Thank you, Professor Street, for giving away the awards. Congratulations to all award winners. Ladies and gentlemen, we have now come to the end of the commencement ceremony. On behalf of SIM and the University at Buffalo, I would like to congratulate all graduates. As you celebrate your success, let us not forget the people who have walked this arduous journey of learning with you, encouraging and supporting you along the way. Today, as you don your academic regalia, they are the ones who are the most proud of you. May I now request for graduates to rise. Turn and face your parents, relatives, and friends. Let us put our hands together to show our appreciation to your family and loved ones. Graduates, please be seated. I would like to thank all of you for taking part in this memorable occasion with us. The members of academic procession will take their leave, and the graduates are invited to join in the procession. Would the audience please stand and remain standing until the academic procession has left the hall?